This is a sample of the information provided as part of the flexible training resources available through HACCP.com. Our training courses are designed to provide training participants with an understanding of food safety and quality system elements and also offer user-friendly assessment activities and competency checklists to complete the training cycle. Process Control Management. Key definitions for Process Control Management. Critical Control Point or CCP. A critical control point is a point, step or procedure at which controls can be applied and a food safety hazard can be prevented, eliminated or reduced to acceptable levels. Cook-chill, a catering system used in large-scale operations where food is prepared, cooked then portioned and chilled rapidly to a low temperature. Chilled food is then stored at controlled temperatures for a maximum nominated time frame and then rapidly reheated prior to serving. Critical limit. A critical limit is a criterion or boundary that is used to distinguish between what is acceptable or safe, and what is unacceptable or unsafe. A critical limit is a measurable value of a parameter or a variable. FIFO. FIFO is an acronym for first in, first out. A method of inventory control where the stock of a given product first placed in store is used before more recently produced or acquired goods or materials. Process control, food safety and quality assurance actions and considerations necessary to assess production and construction processes so as to control the level of safety and quality being produced in the end product. Thawing, to freeze something from the binding action of ice by warming it to a temperature above the melting point of ice. Withholding period, the time interval after the use of a chemical on foods before which the foods can be safely consumed. Process Control Management Development. When considering the development, documentation and implementation of process control management within food safety and quality management systems, the following information should be considered to ensure effective outcomes. About process control management. Process control steps. Process control methods. Process control applications. Process control outcomes. About process control management. Process control management is a term used to define the parameters of compliance within any food business operation. Controlling processes is a prerequisite for the production of safe and quality food products in conjunction with the application of the HACCP plan within any food business operation. Process control management, Receival. It is important to consider the staff who are involved with the monitoring of Receival critical limits. They must be competent in all food safety-related activities involved, and must be of sound ability to make objective judgments. Hazards present may include chemicals, foreign objects and pathogenic microorganisms. Food business Receival requirements. All incoming materials need to be transported and received in an appropriate manner. A documented program must be in place for monitoring and controlling transportation and receipt of incoming goods. The following points should be considered in the Receival policy and the records used to document incoming goods. Inspection of vehicle delivering raw materials. Is it clean? Is it appropriately temperature controlled? Is it also transporting chemicals or other non-food products that could potentially contaminate foodstuffs? Does it have appropriate regulatory registration if applicable? All goods delivered must be checked against the original purchase order to verify that they have been ordered. Goods that do not comply with the purchasing requirements should be rejected unless it can be ascertained from an appropriate source that the goods are suitable for use. Inspection of goods. Are the products labeled and packaged appropriately? Check the dates marked on the packaging. Use by, best before or production dates. If no date is available on individual packaging, it may be advantageous to manually label the item with the received date. Are the products from an approved supplier? Is the packaging integrity maintained with no evidence of damage, tampering, or pest infestation? Check the product temperature. Does it meet the specification? If it does not meet the specification, define what action needs to be taken. Does the quantity ordered match the quantity received? Is a certificate of analysis provided upon receipt if applicable? All the inspection checks should be recorded and signed by the person who received the goods. A Receival stamp is a time-saving method that may be used on the back of each received invoice to record the above details. If rejections are made, these also need to be documented. Move to chilled, frozen or ambient storage without delay. If any items are to be rejected but not immediately returned, they must be clearly labeled and stored at the appropriate temperature in a designated hold area. Forward the details of any rejected items to the appropriate management staff. A Supplier Non-Compliance Form may be used to document this information. Supplier Non-Compliance Report. In constructing a Supplier Non-Compliance Form, you may wish to use the following headings: General Details, Receiver Name, Date, Product Name, Supplier Name, Location, Intended Usage, Nature of Incident Comments, Specifications, Temperature, Packaging, Hygiene, Description, Non-Conformance Level, High, Medium, Low, Action Initiated, Retained, Rejected, Returned, Replacement, Verification of Nominated Actions, Corrective Action Required, and Supplier or Supplier Representative Comments. Process Control Management, Storage. It is important to consider the staff who are involved with the monitoring of storage critical limits. They must be competent in all food safety-related activities involved, and must be of sound ability to make objective judgments. Hazards present may include chemicals, foreign objects and pathogenic microorganisms. Perishable foods not being utilized immediately must be stored in an appropriate freezer, under refrigeration or in a dry storage area. Stock must be rotated using a first in first out policy to ensure that older stock is used before new stock. All dates of stock that is being rotated should be checked whilst rotating to ensure their capability to remain safe. Storage-related critical limits may include safe temperature limits as nominated by relevant legislation, or recommended storage shelf life of foods as defined by manufacturer's specifications. It is generally considered good practice for the temperatures of refrigerated equipment to be monitored and recorded at least daily. All monitoring must be officiated by appropriate staff, and such staff should be accountable for the completion and accuracy of the recorded results. Refrigeration technicians should be available on call at all times to provide any maintenance required to guarantee the correct operation of equipment. Technicians must have easy access to the specific technical details of all refrigerated equipment. Any alterations to technical configurations required for temporary or permanent repairs must be recorded immediately, and considered for addition to the specific technical details. The calibration of all refrigerated equipment must be considered as an element of scheduled preventative maintenance, and should be completed and recorded accordingly. If any refrigeration equipment is found to be out of acceptable operational temperatures, the appropriate management should be informed, and action must be taken immediately to ensure the safety and suitability of the foodstuffs involved. Process Control Management, Preparation. The types of preparation and process control management required are generally dependent on the following: the scope and purpose of the food processing business and the capabilities of staff, the shelf life of the foodstuffs produced, the origin and the correct and appropriate storage of the materials used for food processing, the equipment and facilities available for processing. Preparation-related critical limits may include personal hygiene, cross-contamination prevention, time allowed for preparation, safe processing and preparation of foods at ambient temperature, and hygienic food preparation procedures. It is advantageous in any food business to have areas designated specifically for food preparation. In such areas, it is of prime importance to regard the risk of cross-contamination as the most important factor. The preparation of raw and cooked foods can be managed by ensuring that food processing areas are sufficiently cleaned and sanitized before the preparation of raw or cooked foods, ensuring that time limits for preparing perishable products are adhered to, ensuring that all equipment, utensils and food contact surfaces used for processing is cleaned and sanitized prior to and after use. The details of the cleaning and sanitizing requirements of all equipment should be found in the appropriate section of your food safety program. ensuring that all nominated food and personal hygiene requirements are met regarding the processing of foodstuffs, ensuring that cross-contamination does not occur, and all relevant measures are taken to prevent such an occurrence. Utensils or equipment used should only be used once for a specific task, and cleaning and sanitizing of the involved equipment should be initiated between different tasks. For example, utensils and equipment must be changed or cleaned and sanitized between handling raw and cooked product. Types of food preparation and practices. Types of food preparation and practices may include cooked meals, involves preparing and cooking foodstuffs as required. Cook, chill or reheat meals, includes foodstuffs that have been prepared, cooked and chilled, and require reheating before consuming. Such foodstuffs must be cooked, handled and reheated as per the specifications of the cook-chill method. Uncooked meals may include foodstuffs that have been pre-processed or do not require cooking. Procured prepared chilled foodstuffs, foodstuffs that are pre-prepared and do not require any further processing, only appropriate storage and handling. Procured prepared heated foodstuffs, foodstuffs that are supplied hot, protected from potential contamination and held at appropriate temperatures during transport and handling. Sanitation of fresh fruit and vegetables. Washing and sanitizing foods. Some food products may need to be washed and sanitized prior to further preparation or service. Where this is the case, separate facilities for washing foods, for example, a designated sink, must be made available for this purpose only. As with facilities for washing food equipment, sinks for washing foods need to be provided with a running hot and cold water supply and must be connected to the waste drainage system. Types of food that may require washing prior to preparation and cooking include produce that will be peeled, cut and cooked after washing. Types of foods that may need to be washed and then sanitized could be fresh fruit and vegetables that will be consumed without further processing such as cooking. There is a variety of chlorine and peroxyacetic acid-based food sanitizers on the market, and the use of these products reduces the microbial loading on the products to a safe level. The application of these chemicals is particularly useful for hard-to-wash products with intricate surfaces such as curly parsley and oranges. Did you know that HACCP.com includes resources that allow you to create, manage and implement GFSI and HACCP-based food safety and quality programs? Improve your food safety and quality skills and knowledge? Train and develop your team to create better food safety and quality outcomes? Find suppliers and service providers to partner with your business. The information and training resources available through HACCP.com include a variety of formats, such as website content, MP4, MP4 and text, MP3, PDF and slideshow. Are you ready to take the next step in your food compliance journey? Visit HACCP.com today to create your profile and access the full versions of our food safety and quality information packages and much more.